she would direct her anger towards me. Now I would feel the wrath of her anger. My dad would leave and then he would come back in the early hours. And when he comes back, he's drunk. I remember even one of the counselors, Go Skolong, diagnosed me with clinical depression. My feelings didn't matter to her.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mel La Vie is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs. Hi, everybody. Welcome to O Narrative Podcast by myself, Promise Makunyane. This podcast, it's about marriage and family dynamics. You know, if you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, you need to write to us on the email address that is popping on the screen. Do not forget to put your number, preferably your WhatsApp number, so that we can contact you once we vet your story. Guys, you know we do have a sister podcast on the very same channel. It's called The Working Wife, The Working Woman podcast. And that podcast is really about women working, women inspiring each other to do it for themselves. I always say it's good to have a man do stuff for you, but it's much more better if you can also do stuff for yourself. So that podcast, it airs on Sundays at 6 p.m. And this one that you are watching, it airs on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Guys, we do have another amazing guest that when I was driving here, as I told you,
Yes.
I was watching and listening to your page. And I said, you're brave. Why do you think you're not brave? Why? Or maybe I didn't use a word that you could resonate with. I just feel you're brave.
I think it's because for me, I thought many people go through this. So it's not something that I can say I see as brave.
Yeah.
Because it's something that if a lot of people resonate with, then it's something that's familiar.
Yeah.
So it's nothing unique, so to say. So I think that's why films like brave.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I've realized, because I'm also outspoken, right? And I speak about issues,
Yes.
real issues. And I've noticed that the more you speak, the more people come out to say, oh, I resonate. Oh, yes. But they wouldn't necessarily speak about their own story.
Okay.
So they are living their lives vigorously through you.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I'm saying it's brave. And also, like, just as a whole, it is brave because it is family. It is your mom. Like, we're just accustomed to my mom is the safe haven, is this God that I'm not supposed to speak ill of or to cut off, you know?
Yes.
And you did that. But anyway, I'm already deep inside the conversation. Please tell us who you are. And yeah, just about your background. Actually, just introduce yourself. And from there, we want to speak about how you grew up.
Okay, so my name is Mashadi Majila.
Do you speak that soft?
Yes.
I hope our viewers will be able. Can you catch her voice? Okay.
Yes, I'm the founder of Inner Wealth Journey Coaching. I'm a transformational coach for women, and I help them heal their inner child and overcome their mother wound. So yeah, that is me
In a nutshell.
in a nutshell.
Yeah. Are you married? Do you have children?
Yes, I'm a wife and I'm mother to a son who's 9 years old now. Yeah, and a sister,
Yeah.
and a daughter.
Why, when you introduce yourself, you did not mention that you are a mom, you are a wife, or I am myself?
I think for the longest time, I hid behind the role of being a wife and a mother.
Yeah.
So that's what I identified myself as for the longest time. So now I'm like, no, there's actually more to myself than just being someone's wife and someone's mother. You
Yeah.
know, so I shy away from talking about that because I don't want to be known as someone's wife and son. If it comes up, yes, it comes up.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm hiding anything, no. But I just don't want my identity to be wholly about being a wife and a mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you realize that? Did you just after marriage realize it? Because for me, it has always been that, but when I started growing, because marriage just mirrors you and you start to evolve, and as you evolve, you start to understand yourself, you start to see things clearly, things starts being clear. So I just want to ask, have you always been like that when you got in marriage, or you were like when you were going through, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, that no, actually there is something else that I would like to speak about myself or to amplify about my life? Have you always just, or it was just through the journey of you being a mom and a wife where you decided that actually there's more to me than these two titles?
It was in marriage actually. Because for the longest time, I felt lost. And I would just identify myself as what I did because I used to work in corporate before. So it was about when someone would ask me, who are you? Like, okay, tell them about where I worked and being a wife and a mom. And it's like, okay, above that or over that, who are you? It's like, I don't know. Because I remember there was this one time I was listening to a podcast and the lady on the podcast was asking that, have you ever asked yourself who you are outside of the roles that you play? And for me, I was like,
Who am
who am I? Because all the time is, oh, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, but those are the roles that I play in my life. At my core, who am I? Who is Mashadi? Outside of all of these roles. And yeah, it got me thinking to say, okay, who am I really? And that's when I started exploring myself
Yeah.
outside of that.
Lovely. Love that. Let's speak about how you grew up, your childhood, your family dynamic.
Okay, so I'm from Pretoria, Mabopane.
Why did I think you are Betty?
Akis. A lot of people, when they hear my name, they think I'm Pidi. But ke Motswana.
Okay.
I'm from Pretoria, Mabopane to be specific, Koteminas. And I'm from a family of...
Mabopane ga batsekeleke. Matsekeleke tswa Mabopane. Mabopane station.
Otswa.
Utswa Mabopane.
Setetseo. Yes. Otswa Setetseo. Yeah.
Shout out to Tseke.
So yeah, and I'm from a family of 5.
Yeah.
I'm the one and only daughter. Yes. Ke na le bo abuti ba baitu. Well, I'm the only daughter on my mother's side, and on my dad's side, we are 3 girls. Yeah. And I grew up as a shy child, introverted. Ke ithatela dibuka, and I loved drawing. Ne ke le ngwana le o mo good. I was that child. Never set the example again. Yes, I was that good girl.
Good grades as well.
Yes, good grades. I'm an academic at heart. Yeah, that was my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grew up with your mom and dad, married.
Yes, they were married, but now they are divorced.
Okay.
They divorced later in life when I was 21. Yeah.
Wow.
So they were married all this time until I was 20. I think 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was their marriage and you as their daughter?
So I only remember from when I was 12. I think that's when I came into awareness of everything that was going on at home. It was a toxic marriage. It was full of
Yeah.
That's what I remember, and it's either if my parents were not arguing, it was silence. That's that. I don't remember seeing my parents as affectionate. No. My mom was always doing her thing, my dad always doing his thing, you know. I'd never seen them together as a couple.
Yeah.
As a,
Lovers.
No, even when we went to family gatherings, Mama kanatsa malerona separately and my dad would go one, you know. So we were never a unified family. Yeah, there was no unity in that. So that's that about them. It was just they never modeled a healthy relationship of what a wife and a husband looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say it was nearly chaotic.
I see.
It was chaos. Every day, almost every day, it was loudness most of the time. So, keep it like equality. I think that's why I also became this shy, introverted child. Because when all of that was happening, the only way to, cope with that was to just go and isolate myself in my room and just mind my business until the chaos is died down, and then it's when I come. And then also during that time, my mom, she would come sometimes and then drag me out to like come in between the dispute to calm the storm.
Oh,
you
no.
know? So at some point,
Were you a daddy's girl?
Yeah, I think I was a daddy's girl. So my mom would do that, like drag me into their disputes. And I remember I was a marriage counselor.
Okay.
For my parents, because I would come in between that, and I would have to now maybe just calm the two of them, because my mom would always say, "Bolelele papa gao, bolelele papa gao." And it's like, okay, papa.
And how old are you?
Then I was like between the ages of 12, 13, 14. I was young. I was still young. Early teenagehood. Yeah, just to calm the storm between my parents. And my dad, he's had enough. He would walk out while my mom is still busy, But that, when he walked out, then he would leave me with my mom. And now my mom, because now already she's
Rich.
so now she would direct her anger towards me. Now I would feel the wrath of her anger. Now manzo out, like she would say everything to me. I'm pizza, oh say febe like your dad. You're stupid and I'm like, so I would just sit there, absorb everything. Everything. And my dad would leave and then he would come back in the early hours. And when he comes back, he's drunk. Wow. Nana go. And I would sit after my mom khafetsa, my mom would go back and sleep. And I would sit there waiting for my dad. I would sit there, wait for him. He's drunk, and then I have to open the door for him. And then come or drag him, to the bedroom because he can't even balance himself, you know? And then take him to the bedroom, And then the next day, life goes on as normal. Mama Kaibila, she's moved on.
Yeah.
Don't think, oh, my daughter, I'm sorry about that. No, we've moved on. Life goes on. And so, and it was almost a regular thing at home. So it was like, I was the emotional container for my mom a lot of the times. I was the one who was there to regulate her whenever she had her emotional meltdowns. I was there. I would feel it. And it was like my feelings didn't matter to her, She would say anything, whatever that she felt saying to me, and we move on. And that was my life for the longest time.
As a child.
Yeah.
Sure. So when they are fighting, your mom will drag you into the fight.
Yes.
And then from there, you would try to resolve. Or what would you be telling your dad? Like, stop it or?
Yeah, stop. Because then I didn't have like much to say. Papa, Kopa, Otole, Mama, calm down. But no, my mom, no. Like she was literally a bomb, a ticking bomb.
Yeah.
You know, and you couldn't calm her down until yena a fetsa honta whatever that's on her chest. Then that's when she stops. But you couldn't do anything about that.
And why would you wait up after your mom insults you? She goes to bed. She feels ubodlile. She feels better. And why would she say that Usfebe? Like you are a bitch. Were you what? Why would she say that? Or she was just taking the words that she would tell your dad.
Yes, and later on, I got to realize that there was some infidelities in their marriages. Hence, I said, I'm the third daughter to my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in between their marriage, my dad stepped out of the marriage, and then there was kids. So that's why those words is because I think they were directed at my dad. But now, because I think then I would catch, I would catch that. You know, so that's what I got to realize later on. Said, oh, okay, this is where it came from.
Sure. I can just imagine a 12-year-old going through that, right? So when now your mom is sleeping and then your dad is out, why would you wait for your dad? What would you be thinking? Why would you wait up for him to come back?
I was worried. I was always worried about my dad because my dad, we were close, you know, nampita no. Even when my mom would say all of these things, the only words that he would say to me is that, you know, ke mama hao, please don't take her to heart. Ke mama hao, it's on my head, you know. And I think kanako ela, for me, those words, they would soothe me, you know. Okay, at least daddy cares, because mommy clearly she doesn't. And yeah, I had somewhat of a close relationship with my dad. So every time I would get worried, you know, how my dad is not back home. So I would wait, and then you know, I cover my 2.
Yeah.
Wait. And then maybe can I cover my 3? And like that's when, okay, now I can go to sleep. My dad is home. He's safe.
He's safe.
Yeah.
That is almost the role of a wife. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
That, is my husband safe? He's not yet back, and you're just a child. Anyhow, then your relationship with your mom, how does it now just becomes worse and worse and worse? You start growing up, and then they continue within their marriage as well. What happened?
So it was like that for until I was 20, and now can go university, and I go to Nikikena TUT, and I started civil. So the first year of my of studying that's when my dad then asava mama ka divorce.
Your dad.
My dad. It was like
men choose themselves, eh? After all that,
after the begazeli, he was like, I am done. I'm done.
Thank you.
However, for me, it took a toll on me. It took a big toll on me mentally. To the point where I remember even one of the counselors, Go Skolong, diagnosed me with clinical depression. And because after my dad filed for divorce, a few weeks later, he suffered stroke.
Your dad?
My dad. And then when he suffered stroke, because prior to that, the plan was, so my dad had planned when he had divorced my mom, he was going to move out and start over somewhere else. So now he suffered stroke, he can no longer move out. So now, now I had to become the caretaker for him.
Because your mom is like...
My mom was like, what?
Die, no. Actually.
Because before that, actually, when my dad filed for divorce, my mom contested it. I was like, no, you are not leaving me. No. And I remember when that happened, when they served my mom, I was at school. And then when I came back from my classes, I found my mom in her bedroom. Envelope brown.
Yeah.
And she's sitting just...
Particulars.
Yeah, mom better omo edging. And she looks at me, got straight face. She's like, did you know about this? I just came back that time.
Just arrived.
I just arrived. Did you know about this? I'm like, "Ache, mama, did you know about this?" About what? It's like, and then she throws the envelope. It's like, open the envelope. I open and okay. Divorce, wara. It's like, you must talk to your dad. Talk to your dad and tell him that I'm not giving him this divorce.
You must talk to him.
I must talk to my dad. Now I'm given that responsibility again. Like, okay. And then I went to my room and then fine, my dad doesn't come home that night. I waited. Like as usual, I waited and waited until it was in the AM, and the next day I had classes. My dad doesn't come home, okay, at 3, and then I went to bed, and then got in the morning, prepared myself, went off to campus. My day went on, and then when I came back, so both my parents were teachers. So Papa even I came back early, and then I found him at home, and then he was busy packing his clothes even. So I'm like, how?
Okay.
Papa, what is going on? And the only thing that he said to me, he was like, I've decided, Hore, I'm moving out and I'm getting a divorce. I'm tired, Mashadi. I'm tired with your mom. And for me, I'm like, okay, what about me? And he's like, no, we'll talk about it. Sawara, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. And I'm like, how, Papa? Isn't there any other way of resolving this?
Sure.
You know? And I was like, no, I've made up my mind. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. But at the back of my of my mind, I'm like, you're now having to go back to my mom and give her the feedback to say, hey, your man is like, no, I'm not coming. For me, it was, Kafila, I felt anxious.
Yeah.
I was like, because I nikitaba mamaka. Nikimotaba so much. And okay, fine. And then I went to, and then he left. He took some of his clothes and then he left. My mom then came and then I was like, I spoke to Papa and no, he's leaving.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I'm gonna fight him. And I remember saying to her, like, Mama, why are you fighting? What is it that you're fighting for? And she was like, hey, why it's I built this marriage and I'm like, but Mama, I get it. Yes, you've invested and but can I be honest with you? This hasn't been working for another Papa. And they were like, hey. But I'm like, I've been a part of this ship since I was 12.
Ma'am. They say like
I'm like, no, Mama, let him go. Let him go. Hey, your dad, he's not going anywhere. It's like, okay, fine. And then a few weeks later, that's when my dad suffered stroke. When he suffered stroke, and I think I was in my second semester. When he suffered stroke, then he was hospitalized for like a month or so, and then he comes back home.
Were you guys checking him at the hospital? Yes. Was your mom also checking him? Okay.
My mom only went once, and Lohana, when she went, she was called in by my dad's doctor. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then she only went there once. That was it. I was the one who was going to check my dad. And then when my dad came back home, then there was no one to take care of him. And then I had to step in and take care of my dad.
What would happen? What would your mom do? Just wake up, go to work?
My mom, her life continued as normal. And then now the tables turned. She was like, okay, actually, I'm going to lead the divorce
Oh,
thing.
no.
Because my dad was like, she wanted to hold off on the divorce until he gets better. And then they will
Which
proceed.
is also him being selfish.
Now my mom is like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to give you the divorce.
The one that you want.
You want to come back to me only so? No.
Let's
And
continue.
Let's continue. Now I'm the lead. I'm leading the proceedings. Now I'm like, okay. So my mom is continuing on as normal. Well, now I have to take care of my dad. And that put a whole lot of strain on me. Like to a point where I couldn't even focus. Because engineering is a demanding course. And we're living in the same house, right? So now it got to a point where my mom, because then she was the one who was funding my schooling. She was like, I would go to her, ke mo kopa tjhelete ya sekolo. And she'd be like, "Tsa mo kopa papa hao." I go to my dad, who's sick. Papa kopa tjhelete. My dad would like, go ask your mom. So it was that thing going back and forth between my parents, like, how, guys? Kitlo ya sekolo. And then my husband, who was then my boyfriend, I would ask him
for money.
At some point, he stepped in as a parent. Because I remember at one time, he used to give me money for sanitary pads.
No.
Because my mom she just went into her own shell. She forgot, in as much as I'm going through this, there's still a child. She literally forgot about me. I felt like a neglected plant in the house, and then I got, after some time, I got a letter from the university to say that I had been academically excluded. And when that happened, from a person who was an overachiever in academics, it, literally, I saw my life crashing down. And I remember when I took the letter home to my mom, the first thing that she said was, I get it. That's why. And it crash, how, Mama, how can you say that? You don't even know what I have to go through. You've never sat down with me to ask me, how are you, my daughter? You see me every time I have to get tlhokomela papa. Come on, I have to be a student. Come on, Luena, you hear, I have to get your emotions all the time. What about me as a child? Don't you think that affected me? She didn't care. There was no remorse, nothing.
Sure.
Okay. And then that happened. And from there...
Is your dad getting better? Where's the divorce?
He started getting... So the divorce took about 3 years.
Okay.
It dragged.
And they were in the same house?
In the same house.
For 3 years?
For 3 years. So having to deal with that. And my brothers had already moved out. Because there's a huge age gap between me and my brothers. So I was the only child that was left at home that experienced all of this. And it took about 3 years.
Yeah.
And I remember at some point, so they were married in community of property. So now the biggest thing between them was, okay, fine, who's going to get this house where we grew up? And then my dad was like, you know what, I don't want to fight with your mom. I'm just going to buy her out. And then, so my mom would say to me, so, ge re fetsa mo, o tsamaya le mang?"
Sure.
Now I'm being given like an ultimatum.
And
She's
obviously
like,
you're stressed.
I'm stressed. I'm like, okay. So, and then with her was that should you choose to stay, just know, hore nna ke tlhapa matsogo ka wena. So for her, indirectly, she was saying to me, hore, hey, if you choose your dad, just know that me and you,
No longer
we're no longer
family.
Yeah, family. Yeah. It means hore when you siding with your dad, everything that he's done and. But also I was being considerate of the fact that my dad is not, yes, he's better, but he still needs someone,
Yeah.
support.
Yeah.
And my mom, na say again.
Hore mushi a le one.
Mushia, yeah, she was like, Mushia Alawan.
Oh, no.
Mushia Alawan, he deserves it. You know, and I remember because I couldn't choose between both of them, I asked my boyfriend if I could move in.
Gosh.
Because I didn't want to be stuck. O kare ke tse sides.
Mm.
And he was like,
So,
why? That was an impulsive, I don't know, decision to make. Like, can I move in with you at home? And he was like, no. At first he was like, no. Why? And I'm like, I need somewhere to go. Can I move in with you and your family?
sure.
And he was like, you can only move in with me if I marry you. You can't just move in with me. And I think around that time we were young, 23. Yeah. And mind you, I'm a dropout. I'm not working. So for me,
You don't have parents.
But my parents, like, they don't really care about me and my life. So it was an impulsive decision that I made then, just to escape. For me, when I think about it now in hindsight, I was just trying to escape what was going on because there was no thought process behind it. And it was like, okay, I'm going to talk to my parents and we'll see. We'll see. And I also told my dad, I was like, hey, Papa, ke batla.
Mandwendwe.
Because even with during that process also, nintse ke ya ko gabo, sleep there at night, and then come home
To your dad.
to my dad.
So your mom was already out.
No, nintse ali thing. And my mom would, I remember she called my eldest brother and told her, gore, Mashadi eshu, o tiphile motho wa batho. O tiphile motho wa batho. Kalentse ke le botsa gore motho ke problem. Ngwana ke problem, you know. And my brother also, he took what my mom said to him and ran away with it. Because he never even,
I hear you.
you know, come back to me and just to, because I felt neglected. Or I have a brother, but it's like I don't have a brother. I have a brother, but I don't have a brother. You know. So he had that narrative of, okay, I'm a problematic child. Because okay, I should not boyfriend, but they didn't understand. But they didn't understand why I was doing that. And I knew that, okay, this is against my values, what I grew up with. The values that my dad taught me. You know, but for me, I was like, I just need to escape. Yes.
Yeah.
I have no other choice. And eventually
Got married.
I got married back in Mashadi, and that's how I left home. And before that, so my mom refused lengwalo 3 times. And I was so frustrated. Asking her, okay, Mama, it's not like you really care about me. You want me here. And here's this guy who is willing to do the right thing. Anyale, but for some reason, why? Like, Yes, okay. What is your reason behind it? She never had a reason for it.
Sure.
Nanu khogana because she could.
But she can.
Because she can. She's my mother. She can. There was never any reasoning behind it. And
Eventually.
I was like, okay, if it's not going to happen, okay, no kuinyadis. Eh, kuinyadis. And I spoke to my dad, and my dad was like, for the first time, ke bona papa ka ikemelela to my mom. And she was like, you know what? If it means I have to marry our child without your blessings, it's fine. Either way, ke ngwanake. It's fine. It's a hike saka.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I don't need your blessing. And it's fine. Even if you are not part of it, it's okay. And my mom just kept quiet. And then batla. And then batla. My mom caused chaos. Drama. Ke gopola she took tšhelete magadi a re ke yaka. And then they were like, literally my parents fought over tšhelete ya magadi. I'm like, guys,
for what?
For what? They're like, hey, mama kare, ke batla 50% of this money. Haibo. Like,
no khana.
No, Hannah. Now you want them. It's like, if I don't get 50% of this money, I'm going to send it back. Gay busits, gay busits. Are busits. Like, and I remember I was crying. Killa. Kampane bar ulala. Educated I didn't source. Ulala. Should always say that whenever. That was all. Ulala. Pumledikilizo. I didn't choose.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you finally got married. You moved in with your husband and you started a life.
Yes.
Okay, before I'm going to ask you about the relationship with your mom now, I want you to reflect back. You are now how old? 30?
I'm 33.
33-year-old you, reflecting back to those times when you were 12, when you were 20, when they were getting a divorce, and. What do you think the problem was? Okay, between them, who was the problem?
I think both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. And I think my mom, when in hindsight, when I think about it and having a deeper understanding of the two of them, my mom my dad was everything to her. And I think my dad let her down. And she held on to that marriage, even though she knew, she could see that, you know what, here, it's not working. No. But she held on to it for her personal reasons.
Yeah.
And now being rejected by my dad, like, after giving you everything and then you come back and you want to reject me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think also there were some wounds there for my mom as to how she grew up. Mama Kaliana, like, when I get a little bit of her story, Okhotse in a strict home where she also didn't have a voice. Mama Khai was also quiet. My grandmother, apparently, she was a quiet woman. She absorbed a lot.
Yeah.
So it was that thing of you just as a woman wa khotlella. Yeah. That thing. And also my dad,
yeah. Ladies man.
He was a ladies man. And I remember this one time asking my mom, Mama, before you and my dad got married, what kind of a man was he? You know, and she would say, Papa, I'm like, but and you chose to still get married to him, knowing very well who are a ladies man. I can't give I was like, you see, so now You went into this marriage with the hope that he's going to change, and he never changed. While you gave your all, I don't know, sacrificed a whole lot, and for this man whom you knew from the get-go, this one kill this man. So there was just a whole lot of pain. She has so much pain, my mom, and she doesn't know how to deal with it.
I think that's the pandemic with many marriages, our parents' marriages, and even our marriages, where we lean on the hope that my man will change. He's still young, he's going to change, with time. And we also struggle with, our parents and us also struggle with letting go.
Yeah.
To say that, you know what, I'm just going to put this thing down. And the longer we'll hold on it, the longer you hold on it, the more it becomes more like dangerous to you as
more
well.
painful.
More painful, more dangerous to your children, And I think we just struggle with just accepting, Hore, this is black and this one is white, And that's why I wanted to ask you. I thought maybe you still think she was the problem, because when my mom and my dad are still married, they've been married for 39 years. But when I look at them, I sympathize with my mom a lot, Not sympathize, I see her because now they're okay, But when I look at our step, what in between us, right? But when we grew up, we've never had my mom shout, my dad shout, them doing this. We thought they had I thought they had a perfect marriage. They were an example. But now when I look at my mom, I just see that she's just a girl, She's went through that in silence, not saying anything, And my dad is an amazing dad, but I don't think he's an amazing husband. So it's, it's that just not knowing to just compactalize this person, or this person cannot be my husband, but it can be my co-parent, can. So it's when we look at our parents now, they were just girls, and they are still girls even today. They're just
Even
girls.
today,
Yeah.
I have so much compassion and grace for her.
Yeah.
I'm like, every time I say, I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
But that does not make what she has done to you
it
right.
does not mean, just because I understand her traumas and what she's been through, it does not mean I accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how now I see her. I see her as her own individual, as a girl who also was going through her own storms while at the same time trying to raise me, So I guess I personalize her.
Yeah.
Everything that has happened, I no longer personalize it. To say, okay, that's a struggle. And I have my own struggles as well. Yeah.
And where are you now with her, paternity relationship with her?
We are just casual. Yeah. I chose that for myself because she's still the same person. Yeah.
And you see, our parents will not change. Yeah, they won't change.
I make peace.
Yeah.
I've made peace with who she is, and accepting that we're never going to have that healthy relationship as a mother and daughter because of who she is. She's just so far gone into her pain that there's no coming out of it. And I can't always put myself on the receiving end of it. No. So for me now, I've just put that boundary to say, hey, I think let's love each other from a distance. I'm here. Not that I've disowned you. No, you're my mom. You'll always be my mom. I love you. However, for us to coexist, there has to be some distance.
Sure.
I call her now and then to check up on her. Whenever there's an emergency, I'm there. But yeah, it's that thing of as to a close relationship, no. It can never exist.
And I think that's the problem, because old people won't change.
They won't. My mom she's a senior citizen. She's almost 70.
Oh.
So
And I think the more stubborn they get.
the more stubborn that they get, so I'm like, no, I rest my case. You're never going to change, and it's okay. Me, I'm going to remove myself, and just for my mental peace, my sanity, let's just coexist like this. However, like for the rest of my family, they don't understand it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like, how can you do that? Especially as a daughter, you're the only daughter to your mom. How dare you?
Yeah.
But they've never allowed themselves a chance to sit down with me. Because even when I look at my history, when I was going through everything,
Yeah.
no one was there. No one was there. No one knew what was going on, what I had to experience in my home. Seeing my parents, sometimes their fights would even become physical. But from my mom, my dad is a gentle soul, but he's a lot of things. But Anna,
Yeah.
my mom was always the one. Natla mo pusha, my dad would fall, and so they were never there. I never had support from external family members. But now it's that thing of, how can you? But I'm like, you know me from a bar of soap. That's how you know me.
Yeah.
But you come here and judge me for the decisions that I make without knowing what influenced those decisions.
Yeah.
So, no, if you don't understand, it's fine. Either way, I don't live my life to make you understand.
Is you.
No. So that's that. So I have, people always ask, like, so when all of this was happening, where were your brothers? So to give some context,
Yeah.
so my mom is a teenage mom. She had my eldest brother when I think she was 17.
Okay.
And then she had me when she was 35. So there's
That gap.
there's a huge gap. So we are three. For her firstborn, 17, and then my other brother in her 20s, and then me in her 30s. So there's a gap, a huge gap. So by the time I was born, Abutaka firstborn was already 18. Iblane, a godile. So we've never had the chance to build a relationship as siblings.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that he knows about me is what my mom
Tells him.
And that's what he ran with. And I think that's why I don't have also a relationship with
Them.
it has caused, what has happened between me and my mom has caused somewhat of a rift between us as siblings.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the same view of our mother. He has his own, I have my own. And for him, it's always the thing, I rate mama. And I'm like, no, it's not that I don't love mama. I just, there's some issues that we have to deal with. We have to address. I can't just swiftly move on from. There's a lot. So for him, it's like, mama, never. Our mother. I'm like, you don't know her like I know her.
Sure.
So, because it's like, there's two versions.
That's a whole conversation on its own.
On its own.
How we experience our parents as siblings.
Yes.
Yeah. It's different.
It's very different.
Yeah.
So for him, Mama, how? Mama, Mama is sweet. My mom is a good person. And also, that's what I would hear. Maybe the people that my mom has taught. Oh, ma'am, mama. You
Mama.
Mama, you wait, mama, how get Nelly teacher almost sweet and But for me, I've never experienced it. And I'm like, are we sure we're talking about the same person?
Yeah.
This kindness that you're talking about, I've never experienced because my mom, she's a totally different person to me. So it's like my mom is only the personality, Outside, she's a totally different person. And then Mohai is like, hi, what am I dealing with here?
So, sure. It's complex. It's like mental or whatever complexities because I would assume that when she came home, that's where your dad lives. That's where her agony and frustrations and so she puts on that bubezi that I'm going to fight now, I'm going to fight this man. who's a gentle soul, but he knows why I'm fighting, It's so complex.
It is, and I think that's why also my family, they struggle to understand because my mom put a whole different persona in front of them. So it's like, Abana, they don't have evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me who's saying,
This
this person, Walona, oh, sweet girl.
Mm.
No, she's not like that, So it's always hard for them to trust what I say, and that's why they can't even understand where I'm coming from, So I was like, oh, it's fine.
Do you think she's a narcissist?
To a certain degree, she has, characteristics of a narcissist. Yeah.
So the only way that you can actually win this is by cutting everybody off, because they won't even listen to you, and you don't have proof to say "Untlapile, untagile," and whatnot. You don't have those proof. It's just emotional strain.
Right. I don't have tangible evidence to show.
And where's your dad?
My dad, he's getting worse now. His health is deteriorating.
How old is he? Oh, your mom is 70 and
he's 70
something.
Some 7.
Oh, shame. And he's also getting old.
He's also
now.
getting old, and so he stays with my older brother, and then my mom stays by herself.
Older brother by your parents' house, the marital home.
Yes. My mom said like she moved out. My dad bought her out, and then she got her own place. But they don't live far off from each other. It's like 5 minutes away from each other.
Oh, wow. And your mom is there alone, and her girl is somewhere there. Sure. And you are okay?
I'm at peace.
Yeah.
Because...
Do you still feel uncomfortable to say, I'm okay?
Yeah.
I can see.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I'm at peace with the situation. I've stopped fighting it. I've accepted. I've surrendered. And but as to being okay, because there's still those moments where I wish that, she could be here. When life happens, you have those moments where you just need your mom. Especially when you know that she's physically here. She's still alive, But you know that the version of that mom that you need is not
present.
It's not your reality. I've had to go through so many situations. I remember there was this one time when my son was hospitalized. And, I needed her. And she wasn't there. Yes, my husband was there, but to say,
it'll be okay, my girl.
It'll be okay, my girl, So even Lemo, cause Lemo, Linyalo, you go through things.
Yeah.
I remember there was an incident that I had with my mother-in-law.
Yes.
And I went to my mom. And then I shared with her, Mama, I have a situation. How can I navigate this? That was still the naive me.
Yeah.
Mom, she would listen, She listened and okay. And then we had a misunderstanding. So my mom, I wanna know. She doesn't take it. If I say no to her.
Yeah.
And that time, like, no, Mama, I can't do this now for you. Iblan or no. Yeah, that's why Matsola was all right. Like, yo.
Okay. Using that very same situation.
I'm like, ma'am, how I came to you as my mom, and then you use that against me. Yeah. Then I think from there I realized, you know what? You don't have a safe space here. You don't have a safe space. So that's why I'm saying what like there were so many incidences that I needed her
Yeah.
to step in and just be my mother, but she failed.
Yeah.
She just failed.
She means business.
Yeah, in so many like a miracle waka wa lenyalo metlhabiso.
Yeah.
At some point, because now I get that they had separated, so now okay, miracle we
Two
now
homes now.
and because my parents had a toxic divorce, they're no longer on speaking terms.
Okay.
And my dad was like, you know what, I don't even want your mom here.
Oh,
If it means I have to get a restraining order against her, I will.
will.
And that I'm like, okay, so nakotsola kae ge, ba ilo nlata ko kae? And my mom was like, no, mo
Mo go nna.
go nna. My dad was like, no ways.
Se di kota se.
A kgonege. Ntlo e o e rekileng maloba
Maabane
mo.
mo.
Ga o na badimo fa? No. Now, okay, another drama. It's like, okay, guys. So
Sure.
how do we navigate this? But eventually, I think it was the thing of gore ka nne ke motiang tshwantse ke tswele ko papaka
Yeah.
where we grew up, our family home.
Okay.
Yes. But then my mom was like, okay, I'm not coming.
A ke kene ka
I
mo.
kene ka mo, and ebilane, I'm not even going to be a part of that. Or they born. So, yeah, it was.
But did she end up coming?
She did come
As a guest.
as a guest. Ke Monica, ke di highlights. She did come, and then that was it. But before that, there was that.
Yeah.
Like, I never felt her support. Her support was, do it on your own. Mashadi.
So, just in closing, I just want to ask, now you're married. How long has it been now?
My marriage. So I've been married. So always I'm always confused by this question.
Okay, hore
Because
Mathabiso lobola what?
Because Mashadi bantitse ka 2015.
Yeah.
And then because there was Selohaba and then Bafeleletsa ka.
Can you still catch her voice? Because I think you're speaking away from the mic.
So Bafeleletsa ka 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hey, always the one, it's a tricky one. It's like,
Yeah. Okay.
which one is
Okay,
it?
I don't know. But I wanted to say, how's your marriage now? Because of obviously how your why or how it started, you know, and where you were even in between you going through the marriage. How's your marriage?
My marriage is only getting better now. At first, I became my mom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Won't we just
everything-
duplicate?
Everything that I had seen my mom model as a wife to my dad, I became all of that to my husband. Nikiphila ke rasa. Like, and he'd be like, you don't have to. Like, why uphela ule in fight mode with me? You don't have to fight. You can just sit me down. If you're not happy with something, just communicate. Let's talk about it like adults. But me, adult for who? I didn't know how to communicate. Like, the only way I knew how to was rasa, like her, like my mom was, you know. And it got to a point where I remember my husband, we had a heated argument.
Yeah.
And he said to me, you know, I don't know when you're going to realize that you are the villain in your story. I'm not. Aibo. This guy, me, villain. Like, yeah. Because you're busy out here fighting me and all I'm trying to do is love you.
What is love?
What is love? What do you mean? What is love?
Yeah.
What? You know? So I became, in the early stages of our marriage, I was just like my mom. And I realized that if I was not going to work on myself, I think at this point, I don't think I'd still be married.
Yeah.
I was toxic. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. Because I was. Even as a mother. My son is very affectionate. And so I didn't know how to be affectionate.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. it was only later when I started to Akakholaka, I love you. I learned I love you
In your marriage.
in my marriage. Yeah.
Imagine. But I'm glad that you're saying now you are coming out of the other side now. You're seeing the brightness. We're getting somewhere. I just want you, because I know that you do coaching. I want you because I just feel like at ease, like when we are speaking, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of women that can actually benefit from your coaching. If you're doing coaching, or, you know, they can really benefit from your knowledge around this mental what do you call it? Is it called mental wellness or what?
I think it's holistic, all of that in one package.
So tell us your offering. What are you offering? How can people get you? Just tell us about the business side of you.
Okay, so from my journey, I got to realize that actually what was going on with me, it was just those wounded parts of my inner child. I became who I was because of that. I'd never had the nurturing from my mom. And so me then healing that, going back to those parts of me and mothering myself, I then can become a better person, a better wife, a better daughter, and so I started coaching because I realized that, actually there are a lot of women like myself who don't have, who've never got the nurturing from their mothers. We always have this general consensus that our mothers are our best friends, but it's not a reality for some of us, And so that's what I do. I coach and support other women who are going through actually that same thing with their mothers, to say, hey, I'm having this relationship with my mom. I don't know how to navigate it, and people don't even understand. So now for them, at least they have someone they resonate with, because I've also been through it. Now I can help support them navigate all of that, so they can also heal from it. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll just link your social media platforms here.
Yes.
And do you have a number that it's public that people can use to get through to you? Please just call it out.
So it's 073 182 2415. And on TikTok, it's Inner Wealth Journey _coach. And the wealth is WELLTH.
Yes, we'll just also put it here.
Yes, and on Instagram, it's Her Inner Wealth Journey. I don't have Facebook, and I'm not on the other platforms.
So when they get to your pages, they're going to know your rates and everything, how much you charge for what.
Everything is
there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for this conversation. So, you will, what I've picked up is that you will realize whether you've got a mother wound or you've got issues with mother, once you start being a mother yourself. That's when you see that, and mama ka o dile mo. But as you also navigated that, you become so compassionate. You start seeing your mom as well,
Yeah.
You start seeing her that life ya trap. You see that the girl was going through it. And back then we're not making excuses for any mother wound, mother abuse or whatever. But they did not have much or no much back then than we do now.
Yeah.
So for us, it will really be on us if we're going to raise the same daughters as we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they never had any information,
Yeah, and that's that if you don't know better, you can't do better.
You can't do better.
You only do better when you know better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my mom didn't know any better. So she did what she knew.
Yeah.
And that was survival. And that's what she taught me. So now I'm here to now change the narrative to say, hey, sisters, you're in a different era now. You can't always be saying, oh, my mom. No. So everyone is going through something, has gone through something. You can't always use your mother wound as an
For
excuse, you know. No, or else things are gonna shabalala for you.
Anyway, it's getting tougher and tougher. Life is getting tougher now.
How?
Yo.
No. You have to heal.
Mashadi, ne?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, for your knowledge, and for pouring yourself out to our people. I know I host a lot of women. Maybe 80% of my audience are women, so they're definitely going to love this segment. And I wish you all the best in your business.
Thank you.
Your work is very important. Very important. Guys, healing is very important. I think it's the core of everything. And I heard you say something. Oh, we are wrapping up. I heard you say something that my other friend that has a podcast, Kanye, spoke about. You said it on your one of your TikToks where you said healing happens. I can't remember what you said, but Kanye says healing happens at the frequency of truth.
Yes.
If you're going to sit down with yourself
And be honest.
and be honest with yourself.
You can't heal in self-deception.
That's what you said. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be honest with what has happened, the truth of it. I think that's what I was running away from for the longest time.
Yes.
Facing my truest feelings
about
the relationship I had with my mom. So,
Yeah.
until I sat down with myself to say, hey, this is the truth.
I'm actually going to link you up with Kanye. I want you to go to Kanye's podcast because she speaks deeper in those healing and so I'll connect you guys. I'll ask my assistant to connect you guys. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take this moment to subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. I don't know why I'm just all over now. See you in the next episode. Take this moment to subscribe. It has to say subscribed if you have. It's absolutely free, guys. We're trying to reach 100K subscribers. And we're pretty much at 93,000. So please do me the honors. And I'll see you in the next episode. It's bye from myself and Mashadi.
Yes.
Bye.